Hello and welcome to Bros to Learn channel. So today we are accurately focusing on how you can get into data analytics career. I know some of you are coming from backgrounds like accounting, banking and finance, or even insurance, or any background in particular. But don't forget that there's no direction of tech you cannot go into. It only depends on a lot of factors that we always talk about at the Tech Career Consultation Room on Zoom. So if you're just joining us for the first time, Bros to Learn is a tech career consulting firm. We help people to make the right decision in the right direction of tech. Now, if you've already decided for data science or data analytics or a career in data, there is a path you need to follow. So we are assuming that you've made your decision and you are ready to go in that direction. So, and that's exactly why this video is very important for you. So let's get started by saying that there are some certain platforms, they definitely will not include Python in their curriculum. Now, what is data analytics? Data analytics involve three components. Number one, Excel. Number two, SQL. And number three, Power BI. Now, these three components are very important if you want to get started at all. The Excel helps you to be able to manipulate data, format data, and also do some visualization. But we talk about advanced functions in Excel. Now, without advanced functions in Excel, you might not be able to handle some larger data sets. In fact, you may not be able to perform some operations, data manipulation, data formatting, and at the same time, data summarization on some data sets because it goes beyond the ordinary day-to-day average use of Excel that people use up to the point where you can create storytelling and tell the story of the insights and ideas you've gotten from the data you have analyzed. So you want to learn this precisely to be able to get started. That's number one. Number two is SQL. SQL is very, very, very important because it helps you to be able to ask questions like querying the database, helping you to view the database from different perspectives. And that helps you to also transform data. And when you transform data, you can look at data from another angle. And that helps you to understand what is inside data more clearly and more deeply. It's not limited to that. There is also Power BI. Power BI is a data visualization tool. In fact, it is specific for data visualization. Power BI is not the only tool for data visualization. There's also a tool called Tableau. And there are others too, but the most popular tool in this direction is Power BI and Tableau. Now, if you have learned Power BI, that's good. If you've learned Tableau, that's good. But whichever one you've learned is sufficient in the sense that the most important thing is you should be able to use any of these tools to display, to visualize data, to visualize the insights your data is bringing to you. You see what I mean? So that's exactly. So now these three components, very important. But guess what? Some certain platforms or some certain training centers, they don't include Python in this curriculum. Do you know why? Python and some other statistical models are only involved in data science. Now, it is when you want to do data science, you now see the curriculum including Python and other statistical models like SciPy, NumPy, Pandas, and etc. But the truth is, you as a data analyst, you need to include Python. You need statistical models even in your training, if possible. And there are reasons to this effect. So we'll ask ourselves, what is the difference between data analytics or data analyst and data scientist? A data analyst does the data cleansing, the data cleaning, the data formatting, the data manipulation, and also data visualization. But the data scientist in himself goes beyond mere cleaning or formatting, of course, which might also include part of his role, but it goes into creating models. In fact, creating algorithms that will help you to be able to not only manipulate data, but discover certain pattern in data and use that to predict future events. This is exactly what it means to be a data scientist. If you jump into data science and you skip data analytics, for instance, the truth is that some certain things that you will not learn deep down, such as SQL, which is very important. In fact, you will not be able to learn Power BI at that top level in data science courses because data science in itself focuses on statistical models, how to create these models, then how to use these models, and particularly how you can predict using these models, as I said earlier. So your focus is not going to be SQL. In fact, it is assumed that you know how to use SQL, which is also very important in your job. And it's not all the jobs that request for SQL in precise on the side of data science, but some of them we assume you know how to use it, and then by the time you start working, when the need arises, you have to go into it. So that means you have to step a bit backwards into some data analytics function and do this SQL queries. And if you don't know how to use this, it makes it difficult for you to perform your tasks more appropriately. So actually, some certain high-paying data analytics jobs, most of them or some of them require you to learn Python and require you to learn maybe R in precise, understand some statistical methods or statistical models. But here is the catch. As I said, that data analytics curriculum does not involve Python and also statistical models. But you need a platform where you will be able to learn or that includes Python in their curriculum in the minimum. And the essence of Python is number one, you will be able to take up side tasks in your job as you go on as a data analyst. Number two is that you will be able to transition into data science successfully. You will be able to transition to data scientist successfully. And that's exactly what you're looking for. You should not limit yourself to data analyst roles. No, you should move forward or transition to data science. If you look at this curriculum I'm sharing with you, you realize that there's no Python involved. This organization definitely will not teach you Python because what you want to focus on is the data analysis in itself. And they've done the job. But the truth is you need more. You need more. You need more in order for you to be relevant, useful, and also be able to achieve a lot when you start working as a data analyst. So let us go into the job market. Let us see exactly what I'm talking about and how it is relevant to you. So for instance, if you look at this job right now on my screen, you will realize that, let's take a look at it. This is a job in London. So if you look at it down below, it's £450 to £500 per day. And that simply means that if you start working as data analyst in this organization, you will be able to make this kind of amount every day. But it's a 6-month initial contract. This is just based on contract. And that's just a benchmark to what you can expect in that role. So what are they looking for? They're looking for a Power BI developer that is required to join their leading insurance provider company. Now, what do they need from you? They need an experience of Power BI in 3 years at least. Then you should be able to work closely with data visualization tools like SSRS or Power BI. So as I said, it's not only limited to Power BI. It could be Tableau, it could be anything, but you having experience in any of these visualization tools is very crucial. And to put your portfolio either on GitHub or somewhere in your own cloud space, you know how to prove yourself at the interview session. So that's number two. What they also need, they need analytical SQL skills. As said before, SQL is very, very important. You cannot throw away SQL because it's very crucial for querying, for data summarization, for data transformation, and also for you to view data from different perspectives, giving you even deeper insights. Now, it's not limited to this. In this very job vacancy, there is no request of Python. So that is fine. So this is the kind of job you can do if you are taking a course that doesn't involve Python. But let us go to another example so that we can see. All right, so look at this. If you look at this is data analytics specialist, and they are looking for SQL, R, or Python. Data analytics specialist, SQL, R, or Python, and Tableau. So this example of what I'm talking about, you can see that it's a remote job, and at the same time, it's an hybrid of remote and office visit. So both is going to go in this job. So precisely what we're looking at here is the kind of responsibility you're going to be doing. You're going to be working with a lot of stakeholders. You're going to be doing data manipulation, and you're going to also be using Tableau to create dashboard. So if you are someone that doesn't like this dashboard creation, then data analytics is not just meant for you, you see. So that's one of these things we excavate at the tech career consultation room. We look at what you can do or what you should be doing or what is best fit for you. And perhaps you are relocating or to a country or something, we take an overview of all these things and to be sure that these things work along with you in precise. So that before you go into it, you are sure of what you are going into and you're not just going blindly and then all of a sudden in the middle of the road, you're finding out, I never knew part is not good for me. I don't want to go there. So to avoid that, that's why we have the tech career consultation room. So now what are you going to be doing? What is required? 2 years experience in data analytics role, proven expertise in SQL. You can see that SQL is very important. Strong skills in R, C++, or Python. Seriously, it doesn't have to be all that. It can be R, it can be C++, it can be Python. The most important thing is that you need to introduce something like coding inside your data analytics learning. If not, you will see some jobs, you will run away. If you will see some jobs, you won't be able to take them up. And not even like that, you would, even if you get a data analytics job and they require you to do some tasks that require Python or require some coding, you won't be able to do it because you are scared. And that is not good, because you need to transition, you need to move forward, you need to grow, you need to build your portfolio to be more robust. So not only that, proficiency in data visualization tools such as Tableau. You see, so either you learn Tableau or you use PowerBI, there's none that cannot work for you. So advanced knowledge in analytics techniques such as segmentation, predictive modeling, optimization. So some of these jobs, they require these things for you to go deep into. And for you not to be selective and wondering, oh, which kind of job am I going to take, or why am I, you will realize that you need this thing. So let's take a look at another one. This is a data analyst job in London and in Precise. What are they looking for? It's also an hybrid job. So you work from home at the same time you visit office in three days a week. You can see what it is. Then what do? You link data and tech with creativity to provide statistics and data-driven insights. That's the essence of a data analyst. You have to provide insights that help top management make the right decision that will drive their business profitably. Right. So what are you going to be doing? Develop and maintain dashboards and reports to track key performance indicators, help identify trends and patterns, and all kinds of anomalies. Providing insight to help the business to make the right decision, as I said, and that's exactly what you're going to be doing. So if you're not caught in for this, don't even start. But if you know you're caught in for this, and I know that for you to be watching this video to this point, that simply means that you really want to go into data. And if you're going into data, start right. Start in the right way. Start in the right pattern. Don't just begin and just learn without understanding the structure of what you're supposed to learn, or understanding what you're learning. And that's exactly why you should subscribe to our channel, because we at Tech Career Consultant, we look at job boards. We look at job boards, look at what is going on in the market. We understand what's going on in the market. We know where the jobs are likely to be. So if you are able to position yourself more appropriately, we also support and help you to be able to get to that destination you're looking for in Precise. So what kind of person are you supposed to be for this very role? You have to be inquisitive, analytical mindset, ambitious and career-driven. Then particularly, we're looking for SQL, Python, or R. Can you see again? SQL, Python, or R, along with statistical visualization tools like Tableau or PowerBI. So I've said it over and over again, these are very, very important for your going forward. Now, this job says, ideally, a degree in relevant fields such as mathematics, statistics, computer science, economics. That is if you have it. If you don't have it, it's not a prerequisite. You should not limit yourself, because there are a lot of jobs there. They require for what you have and what you don't have. But what you want to look at precisely is what you can offer them based on what you already train yourself in. However, positioning yourself more appropriately is most important. So you don't want to stay in that level. You want to go to a level where you will be well positioned, so that AI will not take care of your job. 2, so that your job will be secured. 3, so that you would be relevant. So I believe you've been able to get very insightful, something to think about and something to plan about. If you are ready to start your data analysis training, yes, we recommend platforms that include Python in their curriculum. We recommend platforms that include not only Python, but even statistical models, so that you can learn structurally, both live classes and also self-paced learning online. So you can send us a message. You can send us a message below. You can also, I think, book a career consultation with us. We also do all this opening up, because we are in partnership with different organizations that are offering these things, and you will be able to see what is going on the other side even before you sign up. And lastly, we give you the room to be able to take advantage of the competition, because there are a lot of organizations offering these things. Yes, they are offering these things in different pricing and in different structure. Who knows? By the time we get into the tech consultation room, we will be able to look at your financial capacity and your ability to be able to go on with any of this platform. So you having the advantage of the information from different places, you want to use a small amount to be able to get an optimal experience in the industry. You see what I mean? So please like and subscribe, share this content, and also follow us on all our social media pages so that we can be of great help to your career. See you soon.